Welcome back to Close Up. The debate over sanctuary cities continues to be one of the most heated and partisan at the State House. The Senate passed a bill banning sanctuary city policies in New Hampshire, but now that legislation is in the House, which has typically viewed these kinds of bans less favorably. Republicans say they're concerned too few of the people coming here illegally are being vetted. They contend that sanctuary policies, which de-emphasize local cooperation with the enforcement of immigration law, are putting public safety at risk. They're also pushing back against critics who say there's no evidence undocumented immigrants are committing more crimes here, saying they're already in violation of immigration law, and if they've come back after being deported, that's a crime in and of itself. Meantime, Democrats say this is a moral panic, with some immigrant advocates going so far as to contend the problem Republicans are trying to address is not real.
If the town of Lebanon, which has a welcoming ordinance, which anyone else by whatever term you want to use it, it is a sanctuary city ordinance, as does the town of Hanover, as do several others. And so just because you use the word welcoming, the problem I have with these ordinances is that they tell the police officers in the department they shall not cooperate with the federal authorities at all. They shall not disclose information regarding citizenship or immigration status. They won't not to allow anyone into the police facilities to interrogate. They're not supposed to even make the phone call.
There simply are no sanctuary cities in New Hampshire. This is, we believe, an intentional misnomer meant to generate alarm about a non-existent problem. New Hampshire has a full complement of federal law enforcement officers, including immigration enforcement, who regularly interact with state and local law enforcement, and they have an established relationship that is working for them, which is why you have heard from law enforcement leaders from the state's largest cities to say that this bill, they did not ask for it, they do not need it, and they do not want it.
This bill was undergoing work in committee at the end of last week and is likely to be amended before it hits the House floor. In the end, it could be a much more slimmed down version of the Senate bill, as traditionally Democrats and Liberty Republicans have held the line against this kind of legislation. The House will also be considering an amendment to address concerns over immigrants gaining squatters' rights in abandoned or vacant properties. That wraps up this edition of Close Up New Hampshire. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the politics page on our website and mobile app for more in-depth analysis and to sign up for our weekly newsletter. We'll be back next week. Have a great Sunday.